Shanny Dyer and I'm the CEO of ARCS Australia. ARCS is a national membership-based organisation focused on the development and growth of the healthcare sector. ARCS has provided education, career pathways, professional development and networking opportunities and advocacy to the sector for over 35 years. So what is criteria? The medical, technology and pharmaceutical sector has been identified as one of 6 key industry growth centres of strategic priority in investment focus to seize the opportunities ahead. MTP Connect reported in 2017 that clinical trials contributed $1.4 billion to the Australian GDP and employed a highly skilled workforce of over 6,000 people. This study showed that within 10 years the sector could double, providing $3.4 billion and over 14,000 jobs. ARCS conducted research and convened the first forum for clinical research organisations to discuss and work on a solution to the challenges and constraints faced by the sector. Although CROs reported constraints in a number of areas, development and growth of the talent pool was identified as the greatest need and has been confirmed to continue to be an issue in subsequent
I'm Kate Pascall. I am Associate Director in the Site Management Department here at IQVIA in Sydney. IQVIA provides information, technology solutions and contract research services dedicated to using analytics and science to help healthcare stakeholders find better solutions for their patients. We are experiencing a shifting landscape in the kind of customers who are coming to us, moving away from large pharma to small emerging biopharma companies. The trials these companies want to run tend to be more complex and require experienced CRAs. And we are finding that there is a shortage of these CRAs in the market. So one of the ways we are looking to address this is to run a CRA development program, and clinical trial assistant is a stepping stone into this program.
My name is Candice Howells. I'm a senior recruitment consultant at On Q Recruitment. We experienced a skill shortage at On Q Recruitment quite significantly. On average, we receive requests of between 5 to 15 CRA vacancies per month, with a minimum requirement of 12 to 24 months monitoring experience in Australia and New Zealand.
For patients to benefit from early access to potentially life-saving treatments during a clinical trial, we need to be running those clinical trials here in Australia and in New Zealand so that they can receive this benefit. If we have a shortage of skilled staff to run the trials, then these trials could end up being placed in other countries, which ultimately will mean that we deprive patients in Australia and New Zealand with access to these potentially life-saving treatments.
So why did ARCS develop criteria? Well, the criteria program was funded by a grant through MTP Connect. It was aimed to attract more highly educated students into the clinical trial sector. So we developed a 2-year innovative program aimed at building a formal national training program to provide skilled and industry-ready participants by exposing them to companies engaged in clinical research. The program consists of industry-led education, mentoring and internship over a 2-year period. The criteria program was supported by a consortium of 14 leading organisations from the sector.
I heard about the criteria program from CVs that were coming through as applications for entry-level roles, and then it led me to investigate more on the ARCS website. We've actually now hired several graduates of the criteria program into clinical trial assistant roles with much success. The main advantage of the criteria program, I think, is helping prepare entry-level staff who are new to industry or who are just starting out, have a really good awareness of what clinical research is and what the CTA and CRA roles are about. The selection process for criteria candidates also helps us pre-identify potential talent. And I would say that we are more likely to select a junior candidate for interview if they have completed the criteria program. We'll definitely keep looking out for criteria graduates when reviewing CVs for interview selection.
It's resulted in strengthening Australia as an attractive clinical research destination and expanded workforce skills in the MTP space. So we've had 2 intakes of the criteria program, and within those intakes we've trained 51 candidates, of which 30 now work in the clinical research sector in relevant roles, such as clinical trials assistants. Most of them were employed in full-time positions, not as interns, due to their superior qualifications gained through the program. Our graduates have secured full-time employment with top-tier pharmaceutical companies, clinical research organisations, medical clinics, research centres and clinical trial units, all similar. So not only was the clinical research industry a participant in shaping the criteria program, but they were also very, very happy to provide employment of the candidates. They were perceived as well qualified, with great skills to start in the sector straight away.
My name's Catherine O'Mahony and I'm the Director of On Q Recruitment. On Q Recruitment is a life sciences agency established in 1999. We cover the life sciences, medtech, pharmaceutical and diagnostics business. On Q Recruitment's involvement in the criteria program, we partnered with ARCS to establish a half-day program to assess talent that would be suitable to go forward for the internship training program.
Hi, I'm Lucy and I recently started the CRA development program at IQVIA. I completed a Bachelor of Science with a human biology major at Macquarie University in 2016. I found an add-on seat while hunting for entry-level roles in clinical research. It was only after I finished my uni degree that I discovered clinical research and decided that I wanted to become a CRA. I tried for a couple of years to get my foot in the door, but struggled to be offered any interviews due to lack of experience. I changed employment from hospitality to admin to help with this, but I was still falling short. Finding criteria felt like my chance to enhance my resume, knowledge and skill set to finally get noticed. It helped to give me a deeper understanding of the industry, a foundation in the kinds of responsibilities I would have, and reaffirmed that my choice to pursue this career path was right for me. It helped set me up for starting the new role with some of the puzzle that is clinical research already put together. There will always be new or different things which present as new learning opportunities, but it felt great to already have a strong understanding in some of the key areas. It was a fantastic opportunity. The industry simply needs more skilled people, and it can be so hard to break into the industry as a young person fresh out of uni or if you're transitioning from a different field of work. Firstly, the program was government funded, and this meant I could commit to its completion despite being in a low-income admin role at the time. The face-to-face sessions were extremely helpful and interesting. Joe and Sue at ARCS are broadly experienced, very approachable and wonderful mentors. They focused on important areas to help get me started. And also, online components made it even easier to fit the program into my busy schedule.
On Q Recruitment assessed the candidates by looking at 5 key areas. The 5 key areas that we assessed the candidates on were their critical thinking, their attention to detail, their customer service orientation, their ability to work in a team, and their overall motivation and personality that we thought would make them suitable clinical research professionals. At On Q Recruitment, we've identified the shortage of CRAs as chronic. We have been working very hard with industry and with ARCS to address this problem. The skill shortage means that our clients are worried about their current CRA professionals being overworked and their ability to deliver. The life sciences industry are taking a lot of strategies to attract talent for clinical research professionals. A lot of our clients are running their own training programs, they're investing heavily in development and training managers, they're working with their overseas counterparts to sponsor and bring CRAs into Australia, but that is a very costly and lengthy process. The number one feedback we've had from industry is they're delighted with the ARCS initiative around the criteria program because they are really, really keen to take on these CRAs and get them kick-started as soon as possible.
Companies are attracting talent in various ways, one of them being they're bringing in staff through their international stakeholders. I find that criteria is helping this process quite significantly with regards to the training program that they offer. It is shortening the time that's required when other companies have their own programs in place. In such, CRAs are being trained up in a faster way and getting candidates onto the industry.
I managed to secure a full-time permanent role at IQVIA as a CTA. I felt the foundation of starting as a CTA would be valuable for my learning and set me up to be a better CRA. Criteria helped me in the sense that once I had the program on my resume, my success rate of securing interviews increased dramatically, affording me choice of which role I wanted to accept. Working at IQVIA has been great so far. Management and colleagues are all supportive and very genuinely make time to help you learn and better understand any new challenges. I've learnt so much in my time with the company already, and it is so exciting to be getting challenged, feeling increasingly comfortable, and then being able to help others. For example, I am a buddy for one of our newest CTAs, and I fulfil a CTMS champion role, providing group training and individual system support. Furthermore, I have just recently begun a new role in the CRA development program and feel so privileged to have prospects for long-term professional and personal growth with IQVIA.
We're currently working to extend the program to other areas of the healthcare sector which are experiencing similar workforce and skills shortages.